First of all, we haven't even started.
Y'all just talking on his own. Brainstorming out loud. Y'all having a convo, but one doesn't have a mic, and your mic is down here. Let's try to start this damn podcast.
You should did it literally 10 minutes ago.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Peer-to-Peer Podcast. Yeah. I'm your gracious host, Agent Zero. Today we're joined with our co-host, Legend Winning, a.k.a. Low, and back with another podcast. And our guest for the podcast, Peter with the Heater, PeterMC. I'm Pete. Hi, guys. I'm Pete. And
Hi.
John, the producer man, John. 2%.
Why are you snapping your fingers?
I'm here.
Pete.
I'm here.
Producer John is in the back.
In the building.
YouTube, Peer-to-Peer is available on YouTube. YouTube, Peer-to-Peer is available.
What about audio platforms?
Make sure to
say the audio platform.
Click the notification bell. Make sure to go.
Noti gang.
That's nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Energy could have been better. But
Noti gang. No, stop.
John, what do you think about that Noti gang right there?
I feel like it should be Noti gang.
We harmonize. Like,
it's for the soul. Niggas doing ASMR. It's for the soul.
Hey guys. Noti gang. Yep. Hey, Audio Mac. Make sure to say it's a big Q to Audio Mac. Spotify.
I don't know why.
Pete, your intro.
I'm sorry.
But it's Audio Mac though for sure. It's Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher. Thanks for showing love. Apple Podcasts. People drop a 5-star. We're almost at 4K. I know you hear me whispering in your ear. Stop playing with me. All right, let's get seductive.
Oh my gosh!
I just saw this Pete. What are you? Are you? What are you? Yeah, no, that's a horrible.
Why can't you be positive, bro? For fuck's sake! God damn! Hey,
I know why they call him low because he keeps the attitude low. Am I right?
Yo, come on! Man. I'm being dead ass.
Where's aim high? Cause you got my emotions low. I'm about to say,
no, we gotta talk about this. You are a Debbie Downer, bro. Wait. I think you're only like that around me, dog. Bro. I don't think you do that.
You the type of nigga to blow a little kid birthday candles out.
I swear to God.
Well, I think it's, first of all, I'm not gonna acknowledge that. Second of all, I think it's good that we have someone on the podcast who's a different shade than us because we get to talk about the Myers-Leonard situation.
Yeah, bro, I'm live on the Peer-to-Peer set. Davis is rocking a straight cotton do-rag. It is true, good.
Hey, the video's not coming out Monday, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, why are you trying to be like Chris? No cap, bro. Yo, you copped Chris's whole swag. That's wild to me.
Can I take a screenshot? Yeah. Just did it. Caleb, put the screenshot on the screen. That's what Davis is rocking right now. It's not a silky dewy, ladies and gentlemen. Davis is rocking the cotton dewy.
That's so disgusting.
That is crazy.
What are you trying to build naps?
You're lying for video, but all right, man. Congrats. Hey, drop a like on Davis' video.
I was gonna say. Never mind.
So white people, you're half white.
That's what we were saying. We weren't done with you, low.
We'll get to Peter's race in a moment. All right,
but you keep it low. You the type of nigga to blow out a little kid birthday candles. Yo, I swear. I'm not the type of nigga. I might do that to niggas. You the type of niggas one Capri Sun left and you can drink sodas and the kids can't. You drink it.
Yeah,
you a bad guy.
You strike me as that kind of guy. You strike me as the kind of guy who leads fasting for Ramadan, but you don't move out the way at the water fountain, man.
Oh, I get it. I know it's serious. I guess.
Man. Yeah. Hey, no cap low. You had to try. This is an intervention for you, Marcel. You have to be more positive. This is preposterous.
I know you don't want to talk to Willie. Now, last time we had this conversation, what happened, Willie?
I'm with him on this one right here. You've been pretty negative all day, bro. You've been pretty negative.
You're like that with me, bro.
Oh, you know what?
Bro, he's not like that with other people. He's
actually, you want me to be positive, right?
Wait. Do you not remember? Wait. Do you not remember Positive Low?
But they can't see you on the camera, Lee.
Do you guys not remember Positive Low? How you walked around positive as hell for a month?
Oh, I do remember that.
That was the worst.
Bro, y'all remember the OGs? Remember, I called Low negative on a podcast, and he faked positive for 2 full weeks.
It was a whole month.
Yeah, so he just pretended to be positive. But I mean, like, genuinely positive.
Oh, yeah, I'll be for sure.
Oh, my gosh.
For sure, I'll be genuinely positive.
You're not positive.
You're actually not. I am.
You're so negative always, bro.
All right, I'll be positive, I bet.
But now that you say that,
I'm gonna be genuinely positive from now on.
Lowe's renting a vehicle.
From now on, I'll be genuinely positive. So this is not the second time we brought it up. You said it's an intervention. I'll be genuinely positive.
You do it with me.
No, I'll be everybody. I'll be genuinely positive. Everybody. I want you to be super nice with him.
Yeah, I want you to be so nice.
Okay, I will. Super nice.
I want you to compliment me every time you see me.
He's already got his troll face on. You see that?
I will. I'll be
he already has that on.
Compliment me right now. Compliment me.
Compliment you?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Come on, man. It's not hard. I got a lot of features.
No, I'll say this. I think you do a fantastic job seasoning food. The way you season food and cook it, you make sure the food is done all the way.
Thank you.
I mean, I love it.
So
he's a wizard with the meats.
Yeah. I'm a magician with the meat.
You make it disappear? I'll say this. Hey, I'll say this.
Who?
Willie's face.
Yeah, I'm a magician when it comes to cooking.
You a magician too, Willie? You make meat disappear? I'll say this.
Half your body is cut off. There's no point in you being here. You have to sit on his lap or right there, bro. One of the two. No.
I thought it was
you're not gonna catch him. It was not in frame, bro.
I'll say this about you. You gotta really be on Lowe's chest for it to see you. I'll say this about Agent. It wouldn't matter, Willie. You don't have a mic.
Yo, chill.
Whoa. I'll say this about you too about food when you cook. It definitely looks like it's cooked all the way. So you do a fantastic job about making sure it looks like it's cooked.
Even your attempt to be positive, you're being negative, bro. That's so
I'm not being negative. That's a great thing. There's some people who when they cook, it don't even look like it's done. Yours for sure like it's done. You do a great job at that, bro.
Making food look done,
and it's definitely seasoning on it. So for sure,
done food.
There's definitely seasoning on it for sure.
This is the most random start to a podcast ever.
Hey, I don't like that about you, bro. You need to straighten up with me though. I don't care about how you treat other people. You know what I'm saying? But with me, you need to straighten up though.
That's just a selfish thing to say.
No, bro. But you're like aggressively negative with me.
Aggressive. So just you.
Like,
so I can just talk to Willie however, but for you.
But I'm not talking in absolutes now. It's just
I'm asking you.
You're the most negative to me, and then all the way down here is other people, and then on this side is Omar.
No, Omar's not that far.
No, you just be play talking with Omar.
No. Omar is definitely not that far.
And then all the way over here, bro,
Omar is definitely
your family and your girl.
It's girl. Yeah.
Omar's definitely not that far from other people. I want to hurry up and get a white person's perspective on the Myra Leonard situation, man.
Yeah, so
that's so wild. That's so
I'm being used, guys.
Bro, he's not Jewish, bro.
I said a white person.
I get it, but Myra Leonard, he was Jewish slur.
Okay, what does that mean?
He's not Jewish. So I guess it is technically a different perspective because Peter's not the same person as you. But it's not the perspective I think you expect you can get, though.
I don't know.
Because he's not the person being attacked.
I know that.
You know he's not Jewish, right?
I know that.
Yo, Pete, you Jewish?
No.
He's only half white?
Yeah.
You know all the way.
All right.
So explain it to him.
I'm being used.
Explain
you are being used. That's crazy.
Yeah. Welcome to.
I should have went home. Honestly.
Welcome to what?
Being black. Pete,
who you get used by?
And you can't leave.
What? I got used by the Canadian government. Who you get used by?
Everybody, bro.
No, bro. They used it.
Bro, they charged me 55% in taxes. I got used.
55 or 49?
No, I paid them more money than I made.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I got used. So your government has been treating you well.
I'm not saying
they've been treating you real well. I don't complain now.
There's a difference.
Hey, boy, don't complain.
All right, so Pete, I'll toss it to you, bro. So
just do an ad-lib for him readjusting.
Oh yeah, I just did it.
Yo, Pete.
Pete.
Myers Leonard, bro. He was on Twitch.
Myers Leonard,
man.
He went crazy. We having a serious conversation. Myers Leonard was on Twitch. He got upset playing Call of Duty.
So that's why you guys asked me around the podcast. He's like, Myers, perfect timing.
Yeah, of course.
Is that why?
Of course.
Nah.
Hey, Pete,
again,
bro.
right?
I don't know.
Actually, no. You literally you introduced yourself to the set.
I don't know why I was.
My bad. Hey, the rest of this podcast can be real official, right? You have the talking stick.
No. So Myers Leonard playing Call of Duty on Twitch. Something a lot of other NBA players are getting into.
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns,
Zach LaVine, Jason Tatum's been on there.
Stephon Winslow,
really?
Gordon Hayward.
I think Ben Simmons too, right?
Ben Simmons been on there. Yeah, a good handful of them actually.
Jacob Hamby.
So he was playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Got upset.
I have seen the clip multiple times.
You know, in his fit of rage.
I actually feel like he wasn't even that upset. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm easy.
This is official podcast. Official. So we got official.
In a fit of rage, he cocked back an anti-Semitic slur, and then let it fly. He then obviously got out because it was being recorded, and then Let me get the official.
So I assume like he didn't say anything about it until other people were like, "Yo, what the hell?" Like,
I think everything.
Huh?
And he said it was his wife, I think, but we think it was Adam Silver. You got a call on stream, so immediately
Adam Silver just has people's numbers and hears about that.
I'm just trolling. It's probably his agent, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he eventually got off stream when he got his call. I had to Google what that word even meant because I didn't know.
I've actually like honestly never heard that word in my life.
Me neither. But then I Googled it and I was like, that's wild. I always think it's fascinating when someone's like casually says something racist, but like with a lot of like gusto. Because I'm like, that's not the first time they use that word, bro. Because the first time I use a swear word, like, you know what I'm saying? I say it like eerily. Like as if like I'm not sure what its meaning is quite yet. It's my first time. Because I didn't technically swear. I didn't say the F word till I was like in 11th grade. So the first time
he's like I didn't
say it like that. But like I just let it slip.
Hold up.
Casually amongst my friends, I was like, man, and they all just looked at me because they were like, oh, you never say that though. So
I said the same thing with I said bad. You know what it meant. But I was like in 5th grade, and a nigga told on me, and I was like,
yeah, but those are just bad words. They're not like offensive words. So an offensive word, more so, you'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Like a racist first time using the hard R, like he second guessed it. You know what I'm saying? You got to use it a few times before you get real confident with it. And then you have to use it enough times where it's just like it's a part of your vocabulary.
And he cocked back and then let it fly too. So it wasn't even like
He cocked back.
Yeah, no.
He paused. He's like, and he said it. That's what he did. No cap.
That's wild.
Here was the. I'm not gonna see the whole thing, but the apology is: I'm deeply sorry for using the anti-Semitic slur during a live stream yesterday. I'm skipping. I am now more aware of its meaning. Wait, let me go back because this is wild. He said, while I did not know what the word meant at the time, my ignorance about its history and how offensive it is to the Jewish community is absolutely not an excuse, and I am just wrong. So he goes on saying a whole bunch of other things. So 2 things, just in general, how do you feel about the apology of saying I didn't know?
Okay, this is the thing with like, I feel like apologies now. Like I feel like that's not him. I feel like it's like his agent
I don't
or like PR. The way. Yeah, it's not. Well, it's not that. It's probably. It doesn't sound that like genuine and
crisis
personal.
teams. I don't know if you have.
No, I'm so serious. Yeah. Like that's. It's everything is done so weird now with the whole like if you mess up, it's not like you would normally. It's not like what a normal human would do.
Yeah,
right?
You go to a crisis PR firm.
Yeah,
and they teach you how to mitigate risk as best as you can. Considering up, you pay them a lot of money, and they provide you with a bunch of statements and a course of action. And you don't stream for this much amount of time. And and just a quick little update before you get back, P. The Heat have said that he's not traveling with the team right now. He's not cut, but he's just not traveling with the team.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep going.
Yeah, so I think the apology is just very like generic, like that's what you would expect. You know what I mean? I don't like. It's just so hard for me to make a judgment about it because that's not him.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how he actually feels. He might not care. Who knows? He might only care because people are mad. Because it sounded like I'm gonna be honest. Like it just sounded like he just probably says it all the time. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know the guy, but like
that's the point I was trying to make. I don't. Even the tweet, my second response was like, I have a hard time believing that he just doesn't know what that word means. The way that
and then half of all apologies are like lies too. Like, I didn't know this, I didn't know that. They're like, you can play the innocent card, like I didn't, or you can play like for example, there's some YouTubers who just play I don't care. Like I remember
I actually respect that way more than
okay. So for example, like
that doesn't work when something gets big enough. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
It depends on the person. Like I remember Rice Gum. Okay, remember when Jake Paul got in trouble for the whole like scam mystery box thing? This was in like 2017, 2018. Yeah. Like Rice Gum did the same thing, but he just owned up to it. He's like, yeah, I did that. I got it back, and like no one really cared.
He also wasn't the biggest person to do it. Jake Paul was.
That's true, but Jake Paul's a lot easier to just like, you know, and
but
he has like more.
I feel like what Peter's saying is right though. Like
yeah,
like the fact that he just owned up to it. It's way more respectable, and at that point, it's almost. I'm not saying it's justifiable, but it's definitely understandable where he was coming from.
But I mean, that's on a way different moral aspect of just like you got paid it back to promote something that's a scam.
Okay. And that's also fair. But I think the idea of just saying that I didn't know what that word meant is kind of just like odd to me because it's like, hey, it sounds like you kind of. You were at least familiar enough with the word, and on top of that, I hate the whole argument of like, oh, it's not in my vocabulary. He didn't say that. But the argument of like, oh, this word isn't in my vocabulary, so I didn't really mean to say it. Like, I've never in my life got upset and then start
out
saying,
of my vocabulary.
Yeah, I've never, like, when you get upset, there's not a part of your brain that turns into a thesaurus and just starts spewing out words you never used before.
Especially if you don't even like know what it means.
Yeah, that never happens.
Like maybe you're like 5. You're like stupid.
Yeah.
This is stupid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Mine's only like 27 years old. Like, he's old enough to know like what some of those words are.
So that's interesting now for the future of streaming, because the reality is streamers getting a lot more heat than YouTubers do, relatively speaking, because you're on air way more on stream. So the chances you mess up is way larger. So at a certain point, it's like it might be too risky for certain individuals to even be on stream.
So
that's actually another good point.
That's a good point, but the thing is, like, what is the risk though? Because if he never said that word, what is the risk of him saying that on stream? It's probably 0.
Not necessarily, right? Because you could accidentally do something to offend somebody, or you can say something right now, and then 5 years from now, people's standards change, and then the shit you said 5 years ago is offensive.
Again, I think all that's more acceptable and understandable than in the moment you say something that has been offensive now and always. So, like, in that situation, that's understandable. I think there's a few things, because I saw a lot of people like trying to defend him, or like, I understand he's coming from. I'm like, I don't really know why, because I don't know why in the gaming community, since this is one of the biggest gaming podcasts out there, the RAP.
Yeah.
So we touch
on it's top 3 in the US in gaming.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
okay.
Keep up, man.
That's the type of platform we on. Right
what
now.
makes it considered gaming?
The category I put it in.
Yeah.
How do they know?
That's a good answer.
It's wild that in the gaming community, I think like it was kind of weird where when I was seeing on people like, he just got upset and he's just playing video games and da 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 da. I'm like, man, that's crazy that we've gotten to a point in the gaming community that we've just allowed it to be like just socially acceptable for niggas when they get upset to just say anything. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, why is that a thing? Like, that shouldn't actually be a thing.
Bro, you didn't play the Modern Warfare 2 lobbies?
I think, like,
which is wild when people say that.
When people start, like, because if you look at the other side of it, people get canceled for stupid shit all the time, right? So, like, when that starts blowing things out of proportion, then everybody's morals are kind of skewed, because you don't know what you're supposed to think, right? So then that's what I feel like, because you're like, once you start seeing, like, the stupid shit, then you don't know what's actually right, where to draw the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is the whole, like, people saying obscene things in lobbies has been going on for years now.
Yeah,
it's been going on way longer than cancel culture. Like, that's been that's on.
Myers Leonard was like 13-year-old playing MW2. He's probably like, you know what I mean? Like,
but even that would be more understandable. But the point I'm making is, like, it's beyond the cancel culture. I'm just trying to figure out, like, why is that just accepted in the gaming community to, like, people think that that's a valid argument to say that, like, if you're upset and you just start yelling things like, oh man, he just was upset, it's cool, he was in the heat of the moment, and he just started yelling out racial slurs like that. I don't understand, like, when does that get to a point? What type of person you have to be to where you get upset and racial slurs are the first thing you pivot?
Like, there's just no reason.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't, like, people say, like, oh no, he's not that. Like, he's not. That's not who he is. He's just upset. But I'm like, when I'm upset, I don't say things like that. So
I've always actually wondered that as well. At what point, how do you mess up like that? Like, because I don't know, if everybody that you have to be somewhere, or just like everybody doesn't just mess up like that.
Yeah.
So there's got to be something. I feel like
actually everybody does.
What do you mean?
When LeBron got in a controversy, I learned that nobody is controversialness. So it might not be as bad as a racial slur, but I think when LeBron got caught with the China stuff, I thought to myself, like, man, if LeBron got hit, then there's no hope for really anyone else in entertainment. Because LeBron was like,
the Rockies the last one.
No, The Rock got hit too. Well, it wasn't really a controversy, but when he promoted Biden and the thing, his comments was, it was bad for like a whole month. It was really bad on Instagram. And I watched some videos about it, and I think people are saying he's trying to position himself to eventually run for president. So
The Rock?
Yeah, so that's why he took that leap to get,
which is wild.
He potentially could.
He probably could. It's a popularity contest.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, it's becoming that.
That's a wild part.
But that's what I slowly started to learn. It's like, if LeBron never cheated, his kids are all like healthy, in great condition. He shows them a lot of love. You know
one is about to be in the NBA.
Yeah, like he has a school, bro, where he pays for everyone's tuition. Yeah. Like the amount of philanthropic things LeBron has done is crazy.
I would argue. I actually had a discussion about something like this. Sorry to interrupt. Like last night, but I used LeBron as an example. It's like if LeBron is the actually perfect person to cancel. If LeBron cheats on his wife, you know how crazy Twitter will go.
That's actually a fair assessment.
LeBron literally,
because
him cheating on his wife would be so bad for the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Like just atrocious.
It would.
But what he's saying is like on the flip side, if Rice Gum does something wild, I know they're completely different, but just for example, if Rice Gum does something crazy, it's almost as like expected at that point.
Yeah,
and so Keemstar actually pivoted himself in that situation as well, where he can just not necessarily just say whatever and get away with it, but if he says something, it will be expected. So it's not like there's going to be a huge like shift of we got to get him out of here.
Yeah,
but
that's just expectations though, Marcel.
Yeah, and that's fair too.
Because I actually realized that so like in 2016, I kind of had a brand where like I did nothing wrong. And then I realized like that's actually the worst brand to have.
Yeah.
Because to maintain that is impossible.
Yep.
Because happy family channel agent. But behind closed doors, I'm gonna say shit or bitch. But I'm not gonna say that on video though.
The N-word?
That's okay. So
nah, I try.
The N-word? You said it?
Hey, I actually, because I used to, when I was like 15, I would occasionally swear in videos because you could. And then I stopped. And then sometimes when I go on stream, people are like, whoa, like you swear? But I get that because I bleep it out every time. But I also just try not to do it when I'm recording because it's just easier not.
I also went through that too.
But I think most YouTubers realize at some point that like it's actually in your interest to do something slightly, I don't want to say edgy, but more on the controversial side. Just so people don't expect perfection out of you.
Yeah, they be like,
no, for sure. No, like it's and it's not. I don't think people expect. Yeah, no, I don't think people expect perfection because I've made some pretty.
No, but I think there are people who do maybe not from the content creation side. No, I think there are.
No, 100%.
If Marquez Brownlee came out and just said some wild shit, they were like, whoa.
It was like that with Chris Move. Remember?
Yeah, that is true.
Chris Move do?
If Chris Move swore in a video, people were like, whoa, like.
But like when I mean controversy, I don't mean him getting caught swearing. I mean like for example,
if Marquez Brownlee went to a strip club, people would be like, "What the hell?"
If Marquez Brownlee got like in a God forbid a sexual assault case, that would be way worse than like one of the Nelk boys getting in the same situation.
Yes,
just because of expectations from the act is the same. It's still morally unacceptable, but it's people's expectations of the two are widely different.
But it's the same thing with Tiger Woods though, because Tiger Woods just cheated on his wife.
Yeah, literally the same.
And
thing.
I'm not saying that's a good thing, but it's like, I'm like,
it's end of the world.
Yeah, they literally treat it like it was in the world. Like, man, athletes cheat on their wife every day. What are you talking about right now? Like, y'all literally trying to get him out of cheat on his wife.
This is literally like pretty much the same discussion I was having last night because I thought of Jason Kidd. Remember what Jason Kidd did?
Yeah.
What did he do?
He like beat up his wife.
What the?
Did he not? Yeah. While he was in the NBA.
Yep.
Dead ass?
Yeah.
He's still playing?
He's coaching.
He's been gone. Well, he's been retired. What?
No. I'm talking about after that.
Yeah, he kept.
Nah. So it's like, so the Heat have decided, I don't know how long this indefinite thing is going to be, right? It could be, how long do you think?
I have no clue.
You know what I mean?
It depends on how many minutes he's receiving. That nigga's barely on the court. That nigga can stay. He can stay home at that point. That's one less nigga we got to do a COVID test for. Like it's good, bro.
Yeah, but then like, did the NBA do anything about Jason Kidd?
Yeah, he was. He was suspended
for how long though?
Not that long. But the same thing with Kobe. Like they just like they were like until we figure it out.
Bring you back. Like Ray Rice broke a lot of rules. But he was a good running back though, so they at least tried him again. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like a lot of teams hesitated, but eventually, you know what I'm saying, they tried him again. So it's like if you're a bench player, if you're a bench player and you do some controversial,
you out of there.
Pack it up.
Out of there. Car salesman.
Even then it depends on how good of a bench player you are.
Nah, I mean, if you're like a veteran like Iguodala, maybe. But if you're like 23 and you had a few years, but you're not getting reasonable minutes.
Myers Leonard is like
That's basically Myers.
Yeah. No, he's like 20. Okay, he's been in the league since like for like. Yeah, I think I drafted like 20.
He's been
2014.
But he's not like he's Iguodala where he's been a role player on like really good teams. Or even Avery Bradley where he's been like because Avery Bradley also got in a similar situation where not slur, but like he settled on an assault case.
So, but that I hate when people jump to conclusions on settlements.
I'm not. What I'm saying is
a lot of people do because they assume that means guilt, or they assume that means he didn't do it. But it really just means we actually don't know the answer. They both just amicably decided that they'd rather not go through this process.
But the point I still want to make is going back from the gaming community, because whatever they're going to do in the NBA is on them. I have a hard time believing that 27 years old, somebody who used that words that freely and did it in a bit of rage does not know what that word means. But hey, if that's on you, especially somebody who just claimed 7 months ago that he was informed enough to make the decision to stand instead of kneel. But that's on you. But the point I just don't understand why in the gaming community that it's been socially accepted. It was literally people like commenting on this Shams tweet and to the nigga who deleted it, like, you're weird as well. Yeah, the nigga he posted and said like, oh no, I accept his apology. I understand where he's coming from.
But check it out. Okay, look. What? At the same time, I do think that like ruthless toxicity is important though.
I think there's still, but
it's important in that like it stops us from like getting too sensitive though. But
accept it then. Just accept that's who you are. Don't sit there and say I don't know.
Because look, you can't do that if you're the NBA.
Oh no. I'm just saying in general. I'm talking about as a gaming community, because PewDiePie did the same thing. He's like, that's not in my vocabulary. I don't know, and it's like, but it could be, and it's definitely being said enough in the gaming community for someone like you to pick it up if you play enough. So that's the point I'm making. Is like, all right, at least acknowledge it. Like if what you're saying is that's fine, but don't tell me that you don't know about the word.
Okay, look, I think that toxicity is just like, okay, it's how do I put it? Okay, when I game, like if I play Valorant, I rarely come across toxicity. The only toxicity I come across is like somebody in the team leaves and the team doesn't want to forfeit, and so a guy just throws the game. I rarely hear people yell the hard R. When I play CSGO and Rainbow Six, every 3 games is just some white guy from like Iowa using the hard R, and it's like, but the thing is like it doesn't affect me.
No, it's only funny because it's actually true.
It's true, but here's the thing: the only reason he says those things is he knows it invokes emotion. So when I don't give him what he wants, it actually bothers him a little bit. So the point I'm trying to make is, like Myers Leonard in that situation, he was obviously really heated, and he wanted to say something to. What is that? I can't see what that is.
So spicy.
I don't know what John's showing. I don't have my glasses on. What is it?
Keep going.
Something like that.
Okay. It's not penis, is it?
No.
Okay. I mean, you said something like that, so I don't know. I mean,
there's other parts of a body surprise.
Some titties.
So spicy.
It could have been anything.
Okay. Anyway, besides the point,
I
do think I don't know what he's showing. John, come on, man. To a certain extent, I do think that there was like a charm with the very toxic lobbies I've been in like the MW2 days, where I'd be like, your mom needs to die, and he would say, your brother's a hoe, and I'd say your internet is, and he'd say your KD's 0.5. Like there was just like, because
that's not what we're talking about.
I understand.
No, because that's not even nowhere near close to what we're talking about.
But
that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying though. People don't know where to draw the line, because
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, look. What if I say your mom needs to die,
that's the line. But you should say your KD's 0.5.
You wouldn't. Okay, if I tell Pete right now, bro, man, I hope your brother dies, right? Yeah. But Pete says back to me, your girl's a.
Oh yeah.
One is death, the other is just name calling, but they both hold like similar weight.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Not really. No. Similar? If I said low, you I'm gonna kill you, agent. It's different.
No, not necessarily. Because if I call low a, that's one thing, but if you call a woman a bitch, that's a whole nother, it holds different weight.
But
though.
you think calling a woman a and then wishing death on someone. If you're in a restaurant,
wishing death on someone is
okay. I'm not gonna. I see where he's
no. You in a restaurant.
I see where he's coming from because everything like you get to a point to where like none of it. Yeah, none of it actually means anything.
Yeah, I'm desensitized. No, you can wish death upon anybody. I'm desensitized to it, and your wish is not gonna make nothing happen.
The thing is, you have no choice to.
Peter with the heater. If you're at Ruby Tuesday by the salad bar,
okay,
and a man screams at a girl and says, "Hey."
Nah,
what you want to do?
That's completely different.
Gaming. Listen. You sitting there, right? You hear that? You see, hey, she said, "Oh, leave me alone." She walks out, right?
Yeah.
You goes like, "Ah, man, they wildin'." But Ned says, "I'm gonna kill you right now after I pay this bill." You gonna start panicking more. I understand what they talking about in online.
There's no real threat.
When somebody says I'm gonna kill you, it's not like a real threat. The point I'm making is that's what you meant. Yes, that's what you talking about. But
on the internet, on gaming,
all that. But exactly. But
the role play though, man.
The point I'm making is even if you want to say that's on the same level, fair. But the point I'm making is if that's become acceptable, and what you're saying is that part of it is going to exist and that's cool. Even that I'm willing to accept because I can't change the world and just be like, oh yeah, everybody just needs to be this ideal person when gaming. Mm-hmm. But the point I'm making is when you get caught doing that, don't tell me. Don't tell me like, oh, I didn't even know what that meant. Like, I don't like, oh, that's not really who I am. But
if you talk to him in person, he wouldn't say that to you. He would
that doesn't mean that who he is.
No, but you have to understand
he's negative impact.
Yeah, he's in the NBA. That's what you have to understand. He can't.
Myers Leonard is just one person out of everyone because
everybody's statements is just to minimize the negative.
Everybody in the NBA would have made that exact same statement.
But the point I'm making is why not just admit it? Because the same when Rice Gum,
he's in the NBA.
I get that. I'm just talking in general. Because when Rice Gum gets caught doing, I did it. It is what it is.
Doesn't have employers, and he's not reliant on brands. Like he doesn't care that he lived in a cloud house where he didn't upload for a whole year. He doesn't care. He doesn't have strings, right? Myers Leonard is working with billion-dollar organizations and billion-dollar leagues, and there's hundreds of millions of dollars on the line every single year. So the stakes is way higher for Myers Leonard. So that's why he has to say those things. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I do like for the most part, as you grow up, I think when you're like in your teeny bopper years, like you want to say edgy shit just for the sake of saying edgy shit. Then as you grow up, like you kind of like you know what respect is because you don't want to get up, and you know if you don't show respect you get fucked up from time to time. And as a teeny bopper you don't have like a sense of consequence. You kind of just assume that everything is going to work out, and sometimes it does, and so you convince yourself like, it's going to keep working out. I could keep making reckless decisions because high schoolers is the most reckless people out there. By far. They have like no sense of consequences.
You're in a bubble, that's why.
I mean, but which is so crazy because you had the most to lose because you just started life. That's
if you up in high school, like,
if you're driving reckless and you crash, like,
I thought you meant like just stuff that you say.
No, I mean just everything you do. Like the stuff I regularly did through, like when I was younger, is like I didn't care. Like I was just, I don't know why. Like I wouldn't do those things now. Like I just recently stopped drifting, man. Changed man.
This nigga admits to something illegal he was doing.
Allegedly.
Of course, in your own private parking lot.
Yes, right? Of course.
We have our own private.
I mean, obviously, why would I not do it in a private area?
We have our own private parking lot here.
No. I just bought some real estate. What's I own some real estate now. Hey, but
I just want to say, man, I get it that you have your PR, but like, and I get that's what you got to say, but people online too, stop like defending like. If the nigga is saying that he didn't know it, we clearly know that's not true. We understand he has a PR. We understand he has an image to uphold. But stop making the excuse of, oh man, he probably didn't mean it, or he probably don't know what that word means, or it's like it's not really in his vocabulary. And it's like none of that shit makes sense. When you get upset, you don't start saying words that you don't say. Like that's not how your brain functions.
I feel like the difference between like Myers Leonard and like a YouTuber is like, Myers Leonard actually doesn't really care. Well, he might care, but it actually doesn't matter that much what the general public thinks. It just matters what the NBA and the Miami Heat and his teammates think. But a YouTuber has to basically do the smartest thing for their career, which is based on what people care or what people think and how they care about them, right? So it's like if Rice Gum goes out and says, like, I've watched some of his old videos, like he said some wild, like no one even picked up on. right?
I bet.
And like, it doesn't matter though, because he just doesn't care. But at the end of the day, it doesn't like. It's just the people. Like, as long as people care about him, he understands that like he's low key invincible. Like,
yeah, I saw. Who was it? Somebody clipped like some KSI said where he referred to transsexual people as tranny. That was the word he used. Yeah. And now KSI still didn't know that that's not a word you're supposed to use to identify him with, right? So people got cheese. And KSI was like, oh, literally, my bad, I didn't know. He's like, what's the word I'm supposed to use? So you can see on Twitter, he didn't know. Somebody informed him. He learned. Then he apologized, and he's like, "Now I know for next time." Which is, I feel like, the most positive result you could have with somebody who previously didn't know, but now knows, and then it happened publicly. So now thousands of other people also know. So the Myers Leonard thing. Hopefully, something similar happens where, even though he did get his PR team to spin it, that
how was KSI using that word?
I don't remember. It was in the clip in a video a while ago. I didn't actually watch the clip, but somebody just brought it up. But anyway, so I didn't know that word existed. You definitely didn't. I was literally rewatching the video, like, what did he say? Because I was looking for the word. I thought he said like maybe the hard R. I was like, what was he talking about? What's this?
I had to scroll in the replies. I was like, wait, what happened?
I needed someone to explain it to me because I didn't know that was even a slur. So a lot of people is now educated on some stuff they didn't previously know as a result of his incompetence. You know what I'm saying? So at least that's the one positive that came out of the story.
That is fair. Yep, that's true. Yeah. That is fair. But I knew about it because of South Park.
Oh, word.
Which is wild, but yeah, that's all I know about that word.
That's all I knew about.
That's literally the only time I've ever heard that word.
Damn, I don't like South Park, man. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't
like South Park?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Everybody just use slurs.
You don't like South Park?
Nah, because I watched it one summer when I was bored. From the moment I woke up to the moment I slept, I was running through seasons in a day.
How long was this?
How does that mean you don't like it?
When I was 16, and I got burnt out by it like a weekend. I literally that summer I started slowly losing my mind.
That's a good show?
When I was younger, it is. Probably right now, I probably wouldn't watch it now.
I remember the "Suck My Balls, Mr. Gerson" video I saw when I was like 7. I was like, this is the funniest ever.
I remember it too. Yeah.
You remember? Like,
it had so many weird. They had an episode where the guy's balls. He had a condition where his balls were so big he had to carry them in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
So he was just walking around in a wheelbarrow with his balls.
True.
That was such a what a weird episode. Somebody thought of that concept and they're like, yeah, we're gonna greenlight that right there.
Yeah, that's weird.
I wish more.
Who think about Adult Swim content? Who thinks about how bad can we get without being?
You know what's so crazy? Adult Swim doesn't actually that many shows. A lot of these shows is used from other companies like Family Guy, Cleveland Show, Futurama.
I'm talking about the old shows like Robot Chicken.
Okay. Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh yeah, with the meatball and the.
But I think it's only 2 or 3. I think it's only 2 because the rest of it was even anime. I don't think it was
a lot of shows like that popping up now.
What?
Like the edgy, cartoony type shows.
Yeah,
really?
Family,
yeah, especially on Netflix. F is for Family.
Oh,
yeah.
The Rick and Mortys of the world.
Brickleberry is one of them.
Oh yeah, Big Mouth.
Yeah.
No, what's it called?
Hey, what show are you watching, dog?
Be fair.
It's that little monster, hormone monster.
Yeah. That's Big Mouth.
Yeah.
That's another show where I was like, after like 2 seasons, I was kind of.
Oh, I like that show.
After like the first season and a half, midway through the second season, I was like,
hey, the thing about that though is you can't point the finger at one person, so they can go as far as they want.
Jordan Peele is in that show. Do you know that?
Who was he?
Yeah.
Who was he play?
One of the white nerd characters. One of the main characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's talented.
How I feel about that?
Yeah.
I fuck with that. I saw his name on the title screen. Like,
how you feel about that? How you feel about a
white boy or a white boy playing a black man?
Yeah, how you feel about that?
How you feel about that?
It's a fake world. You should be able to play whoever you want to play. I saw who was it? Was it the person that did Cleveland's voice was white or something like that? Who was the guy in Family Guy that resigned because he wasn't the same race as the person he played?
It was a girl, actually.
Was it?
I have no idea.
I thought that was.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was a girl.
Well, how you feel about that? Because I personally think that you're making fictional content.
You know, a girl plays
I feel
Naruto.
like people are just
girls does play Naruto.
People want to be. People try to make issues and be upset about things that don't actually like.
Really matter. Like,
they don't actually care about.
But on the flip side, though, I also don't like it when like they'll say like, "Oh, we're making Spider-Man black," and they're like, "Whoa, he can't be black, dog!" Like, no, he's white. And I'm like, he's a made-up character.
Like, I can see that one, but it's just like certain superheroes.
But like, wait, hold on, I'll cut you off. Would you think there'd be the same reaction if they were like, "We're gonna make damn, who's that big black dude from Harlem?" He had a mediocre show.
Black Lightning?
No, not Black Knight. That'd be wild if
Luke
he
Cage.
was white. Luke Cage. What if they were like, we're gonna make Luke Cage white? I think black people would be like, nah, you're not making Luke Cage white.
But you have to change the whole dynamic of the show because that's the biggest difference.
Yeah, you got to
Is that Luke? Yeah, he would have to go somewhere else.
White people could be in the hood, guys.
The suburbs.
No, but he's in Harlem, which is massively known as a black neighborhood, and they play. If you know all the areas that he's in, it's within an area that's primarily black.
Primarily though,
you guys just guessing New York
demographic
data real quick.
No, it's not guessing.
Well, I know Harlem is known.
Harlem is
white guy.
Yeah.
That's like what's the Chinese the Chinese cartoon where he turned into a dragon?
Oh,
Jake Long.
Yeah, Jet Long.
Samurai.
No. It's a Disney show.
Jake
Samurai
Long.
Jack.
I know his name is Jake Long, but I don't know the name of the show.
Teenage Dragon.
No. But that's like, but they did that.
Don't do me like that.
They did what they did. They shot. The whole thing is in Chinatown. So like, if they made him white, they would have to change where he was at.
I'm just saying that I personally
There would still be people upset at that, regardless.
Yeah, I feel like there would be.
If they made Cyborg white.
If the guy has black in his name, you make him white. That's one. Like
Black
Lightning can't be white, man.
Like, the only person that can't change is Superman. Like they try to
They've had made black Supermans.
Oh,
what? Think about what they did.
Really?
Not black. But
They've had Russian Supermans. They've had Hispanic Supermans.
What?
recently,
Russian Superman.
like recently they've had Russian. They've had an alternate universe as a Russian Superman.
He's still white.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about even outside of the scope of America, they've made other versions of Superman.
They just want to make money. Let's be honest.
Like what if they made the whole Justice League black?
That would be wild.
If what?
If they had a whole if they had a whole black Justice League, but only one white person, so like they would be the white Green Lantern, but everybody else would be black.
That'd be wild.
That would be wild. You know how upset people be. Niggas will lose their goddamn mind, bro. I swear.
Oh shit!
It's like, bro, that can't happen. He's actually, he can't. Batman cannot be black, bro.
I've never been that like into a certain character, so I've never understood.
It's called American Dragon.
American. Yo, this nigga gave it. I can't. It said American. I can't.
The American Dragon.
I can't.
Oh yeah, he don't.
Not to get it confused.
He don't even look Chinese.
He does.
No, he don't. I'm looking at him right now. He like a dude named Dustin. He got green hair.
What were you saying though, Pete? You ain't never been involved in the character?
Oh yeah, like I can't relate to being that passionate about a character. Like he has to look like this. He has to like people get mad when like another person is playing Spider-Man. Like, I bet when
Which is wild.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And even Batman over the years, I feel like even James Bond over the years, you know what I'm saying? Like how y'all feel if James Bond was Idris Elba? You know what I'm saying? I feel like he might be able to pull off a James Bond, but I saw some people was like James Bond can't be black though. It don't make no sense.
Which is so wild to me because Idris Elba,
he does feel like
looks like he would be a fine James
he
Bond.
almost does. Yeah,
He plays a lot of like cool like the characters that would like. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he plays badass characters.
Like they do stunts and stuff. Like you know what I mean? Just
but
stuff
he
like
plays cool American people. But he's actually from Britain. Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Which is wild. So like we're forcing this nigga to play an American, but we can't force him to reenact a white person. Like, what are we talking about right now? Y'all
never thought about that.
Y'all are okay with this nigga being American, but this nigga can't be a made up.
The only thing that I'd understand, or like I do completely understand, is like if you're making like a movie based on a true story. Like imagine you made a movie on like MLK and then he was just white. Like that's
though. That's that's a real person. James Bond doesn't exist.
That's what I'm saying. But like that's who the person actually is. So if you're casting someone for MLK, you're trying to find someone who looks relatively like him.
Also, actors being able to like run with an accent all movie long is crazy. Hey, I do at some point want to, I think, try and get into like voiceover work. I feel like it'd be really fucking fun.
It's difficult though, to be honest with you.
I bet it's challenging.
It's very difficult.
I feel like you have to have like what kind of voiceover work?
I'm just saying it for the first time.
Like those dudes that like narrate those trailers, they gotta have a nice deep.
No.
To be honest with you, I think those are
in a show or something.
I think those are actually easier. Being a character on the show, you have to actually evoke emotions just through your voice.
Yeah,
it's
very
hard.
Like you know Bill Burr in F is for Family.
No,
the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill
It's
Murray.
Bill Burr. Yeah.
He thought you talking about the wife.
No.
Bill Burr.
Burr. I thought you said Murray.
No.
But they
regardless of who he said, though, it'd be the husband. Regardless.
What are you talking about?
Hey, John, we're talking about F is for family right now. What are you talking about?
The dad.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we're on the same page.
You're on the same page?
Yeah, stuff like that is cool to me. Like, he's a comedian, but then he had this opportunity. I'm sure he like owns part of that show. So he owns something, and he's like the main character in the show. And I'd say it's a little bit above average. Like, I enjoyed watching it. Like, I would watch if a new season came out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's a dream scenario. I don't exactly know what I'd be voice acting exactly, but I'll figure that out. Yeah, me and John, we're gonna work on our accents behind the scenes.
I've thought about like if I would want to be an actor, but I feel like because when you're an actor, I was thinking of like the MJ documentary when he was filming Space Jam, and like the lengths they had to go just so he could work out, and it would like he would have like 4 hours of sleep every night just to work. Imagine you wanted to film videos and stuff like that. Like, you'd have to basically do that full time because you're working like 13, 14-hour days, right?
Those are long days.
And it's like, and if you're shooting like a movie or something, it's like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, straight.
That is
sometimes longer than that.
Yeah. So it's like, I could not imagine, like, you'd have to literally just step away from YouTube. There's no way you're going to be able to, like, keep up making videos and stuff.
You might be able to, but you won't have much sleep, that's for sure.
Yeah. But then I think that would start hurting your
like a supporting character. You can't be a main character.
Yeah. But, like, MJ and Space Jam, there's no way he's getting around that.
Isn't that great that he did that and then came right back?
Yeah, I know.
Just start beating niggas.
You think the money in movies is like the act Kevin Hart like Jackie Chan made like 50 something million. I didn't even know Jackie Chan was still making movies. He making bank. Jackie Chan is killing the game right now.
Yeah. But
the publishers that are publishing Jackie Chan movies, billions. So it's like
that's what I was. I think Vin Diesel owns part of Fast and Furious, and that's what's making him so rich. I think he's gonna be like a billionaire or something.
That's
like,
wild.
Because he could just pay himself whatever he wants.
He can buy so many Dodge Challengers with that money.
Yeah,
so many of them.
The people who own the person who got rich off of Star Wars
and exhaust pipes.
Rims and trunk space. A bunch of airstrips and airplane hangars.
Under lights.
Convertible top. Body lights. A couple duck lip wings.
Steering wheel accessories.
Somebody should have stopped them niggas like two movies ago. Them niggas just keep going.
After 5, they should have stopped.
They started changing, switching words around. Fast and the Furious.
I mean, they keep still doing
fiercely fast. Fiercely fast.
The fate of the Fast and the Furious.
You watch. Faster than fast.
Them niggas went from racing cars to fucking racing trains
to shooting in the air
to being on top of each other.
Tyrese Gibson, his Lamborghini broke apart. He was sliding off the door of his Lamborghini, got up, used it as a shield, and still killed them. That is miraculous.
That turned from a racing genre
Tokyo Drift, and then
out of military grade planes.
To basically a James Bond movie with more action. That's literally why.
And like one of those.
Oh, they said the next one's gonna be in space. I don't know how true that is.
Yo, they're about to start.
That's a joke. There's no roads. That's a joke.
Why you got a car movie in space?
That's a joke.
What if it's like spaceship racing?
That's a joke.
Trying to get to Star Wars.
What if they had that shit in underwater though?
That would be valid.
Yeah, well, okay. So I was gonna say like the person getting rich off Star Wars is not the act. I mean, they're getting rich, but like George Lucas is the one selling it for like $4 billion in the end, right?
And Disney now, I guess, because Disney owns it. Yeah. But like it's like that's wild. So I thought to myself like, see, ownership is really where all the money's at. It's also where all the risk is at because like you don't know when something's gonna work out.
Dude, I like because I've never worked like a job, like a regular job, like. I can never imagine, or I just don't understand because I've never done it, working a job where like there's actually like nothing actually matters
at all.
Like,
why would you even like? Why would you be motivated to make shit happen if nothing matters?
Yeah, well, no, but also it's like people that take their jobs so seriously where it actually doesn't matter. That pisses me off so much.
Well, that too. There's extremes to it. Yeah, like the flight attendants that wake you up till you put on your seatbelt. Yes, they need to be fucking fired.
Like
you waking me up right before I'm cozy asleep before this flight even takes off. Do not wake me up to tell me about my seatbelt. If I die, If this plane crashes, the seatbelt's not gonna save me. You know what I'm saying?
Also, when we were at the Toronto airport,
biggest one.
What?
Oh yeah, no. My biggest pet peeve is when people don't let you film places and they actually don't care. That pisses me off.
But that's their private property, though.
Yeah.
The only reason their property.
No, you're talking about employees.
Yeah, employees.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, them niggas get mad annoying. He's like, dog, you don't have any ownership in this. Who cares, bro?
I know they don't actually care.
And I know they don't pay you enough. They
care.
definitely don't pay you enough to come tell me to stop.
That's what. So we were at the Toronto airport, and like I was like waiting. I was waiting for I think like Phantom. I was waiting for Phantom to come out of the airport, and the security guard. You remember that? They just kept coming up to the car. You need to move your car, sir. Blah, blah, like every 5 minutes. And they're just taking the job way too seriously.
Yeah, way too fucking seriously, man. Only people I need to take the job that seriously is engineers. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I be driving over bridges thinking like, what if this is the day? You know what I'm saying? This bridge just collapses.
Doctors.
And then you go on the doctors can fuck up from time to time.
What?
Like
Bro,
a doctor,
if someone messed up a surgery,
surgeons mess up all the time.
I know, but they should still take it serious.
Yeah.
Surgeons need to go in there lit.
Nigga said, man, don't take it too
My
serious.
surgeon needs to have fun. No cap.
No,
he needs to
nigga.
get a couple drinks in there, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe a blunt and just like kick back. Enjoy yourself. I think he's gonna do his best work when he's happy.
All right, you take some shots of Casamigos, drop it in your livery bank.
smoking a cig while doing it, drops it in your intestines. Oh.
It's a blood splatter party. Get your umbrella.
I gotta be the first one on the podcast to say, Playback hit 100K today.
Yeah. How long did it take? That was really quick.
A few months.
Like not
it was like 2 or 3 months, dude.
You know what I'm saying? We out like
we started like
in
right
30
in
30 videos, 100K.
Man.
We playback. We back. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, man.
2 months ago.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's impressive.
60 days.
Marcel.
100K in 60 days.
Hey man, about to get another flag.
Oh wow!
You thought I would have so many plaques. You
Let me
thought
put
I
that on my
should have
list,
gone to
man.
the dentist. You know
I gotta make a new road because I ran out of rows. I have 5 plaques now.
That's
I ran out.
crazy, dog. Hey, dog. I appreciate you, man.
Oh wait, I forget. And you can order like if it's a group channel, you can order one for like. I remember back in the day, it was like I'm pretty sure like
you were
one person. Yeah,
that's tough.
I'm
Like,
pretty sure.
you gonna hold the plaque for a day.
That's tough.
And then we're gonna bring it back to my mom's house. I'm gonna hold it for 2 days.
That's tough.
Imagine sharing a plaque.
I'm sure
You think people in 4PF share chains?
No, these are about chains.
Like,
So,
do you think you have to
can
get
we-
reach like a certain level of stature before you get a 4PF chain?
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
You gotta be solid for real.
Okay.
For sure.
How much you think they go for, John?
Depends how
300K.
you are.
A real of like an official 4PF chain or just somebody just creating
Like,
a
what's the
4PF?
shit that Lil Baby puts around his neck?
300K.
That's gonna be the most expensive for it. It depends because some of them don't get. So he may just give you the pendant.
That's what I'm saying. What are we talking about? We talking about little babies 4PF chain or just a 4PF chain?
Lil Baby specifically.
Priceless.
Oh, that right there is.
Yeah. Hey, remember?
It's not worth. It's not worth Lil Uzi's forehead,
He went
right?
to some mall. He went to some mall and like was taking pictures with like little kids, and he had his gun and his hoodie. Remember that? And he like. Remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh,
talking about Lil Baby or the Baby?
Lil Baby. Like he was taking pictures
Da
of
Baby.
like little kids, like you know what I mean. But he was like this the whole time, and you could like tell.
Boy, clutching. He ain't trust
Yeah,
nobody.
yeah. He
His pocket full.
so funny.
Little Tyreek saw them hundreds in that back pocket, so how you gonna get?
Yo, can we talk about this for a second, Agent? For now, I think this is like your second time in recent memory.
You're about to troll, bro.
I'm not trolling. You posted on Twitter. What does it mean to be in love?
Hey.
Nobody heard that shit because Peter just screamed.
No, I'll repeat it again.
What I
My
say?
bad.
It's don't delete it. Hey, this has to go delete
What I
it.
say? I don't know what I say.
Profile. Scrolling down to tweet. Yeah, make sure you screenshot. Oh, delete.
Fact it
I
up.
got it. No, I got it. Don't worry about it.
That actually makes it worse.
How do you know when you are in love? This is not the second time I've seen you tweet that.
Yeah.
What's up with you?
I just asked a general question for the population out there.
That's a very obscure question.
So what's up? What's up with
you
that?
deleting it makes it worse though.
It actually does make it
I
worse.
didn't delete it.
Makes it worse.
You deleted it?
I didn't delete it.
So what does that mean? Oh, here's the other one.
You denied.
Damn, I miss her.
Miss who?
Whoa. So what's up? What's going on? What's going on?
Bro, I was just thinking out loud, man.
What were you thinking about?
And sometimes you gotta think on Twitter.
But what were you thinking about though?
You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about life.
You said her though. You said her.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to misgender the bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about my money.
Yeah, sometimes got like it could be a car.
February 15th.
Why you went February 15th?
What does love feel like?
Yeah, that's what it was.
February 15th.
And that's the day
February
after.
15th.
That's Dad's and Valentine's. Whoa. Yo.
Hey, what's up with you, man?
What's up with you? I'm asking you.
I'm telling you right now that there's nothing to those tweets. I'm just asking curiously.
Okay, you wouldn't.
I'm really trying to get to the bottom of this love
you said, damn, I miss her though.
Hey, Pete, you been in love before?
No.
You've been in love. But every time I talk, you been in love, John?
Yeah.
What's it feel like?
Well, I've been in love with the grind. You know
Yeah,
what
I'm saying?
You know what I'm
Had to. All right, John.
Niggas over there, man.
So what it feel like? What it feel like, John?
It's been so long though.
Oh my god.
I fucking hate people.
It's been so long.
Because it's not hard to come up
But
with a
that love
description.
is different from the love I have now.
Sometimes he just says like weird random shit that's actually hilarious.
You know,
Like,
no, you
he's
know what I'm saying? Like,
I just
love-
hate people.
Bro, because I'm waiting for someone to describe love to me.
You gotta ask Low because he's a grown man.
Yo,
He's like 40.
We'll be in the car with Waleed. He'd be like, Waleed, I don't like it when you talk.
What? Waleed talking too much. Only talk too much, man. Sometimes we need to stop talking, man.
Yo, man. What do you when you're saying those things?
Bro, I was chilling with a YouTuber, right? I was chilling with a YouTuber. This YouTuber, no exaggeration, bro. This is what he said. I wrote it down because I thought it was so funny. Let me pull up my notes just so I don't misquote the YouTuber here. YouTuber said,
"You quote this? You quoted YouTuber?
Whoa.
Because I thought it was hilarious, so I wrote it down so I didn't forget it. He said, "It's humbling standing in the line for more than an hour." Because he don't stand in line, he skipped lines. So we were standing in the line, and he was like, "It's just so humbling."
I feel like I know who you're talking about too. And that's just the wildest.
You know. Yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he tried to change topics. You know?
I don't know.
What were we talking about? I completely forgot.
What were you talking about?
It was love. Yeah.
Okay, what's love feel like?
No, I'm asking you a question,
Bro, I just want to understand the feeling. I'm asking
Yeah, so
out of
what is
curiosity.
love?
But why?
Because I'm curious what I'm missing.
I know,
out
but
on,
recently
man.
you've said this more times than you normally have. So
Yeah.
I just read all three of them.
He's blushing.
You went
He's
back
blushing.
to February, dog.
That's last month.
That was
March.
2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. That was 3 weeks ago.
Oh shit, for real?
It's March, nigga. What are you talking about?
Why is it
3 weeks ago.
Yo, you went so far back.
Yeah.
It's March.
all the way back to February.
It's
Yo,
March.
bro, you went so far back.
3 weeks
Yo,
ago.
John, what did it feel like when you was in love, man?
Yo, this nigga.
I told you it was out of curiosity.
When I was
so I'm
in
asking
love, I
questions.
was young, so the love, I don't know what that love felt like now. Because like if I was Lowe's age, if I was
All right, bro,
76,
I don't care about your answer anymore.
huh?
All right, Lo, your answer is more
Tell them what
important.
it feels like. Cause you've been on this world a long time. Apparently,
I've been on this world a long time, but I just recently fell in love though. I just recently fell in love.
my gosh.
I just recently fell in love.
Like he was a goddamn fossil.
I mean, he is.
Look, man, I've been
someone in the comments was like,
30.
Bro, treated John like he was born in 08.
Hey, Lo is pushing 30. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Some people in the comments were like legit went to Pornhub to go see this shit we was talking about last.
What are you?
Yeah,
what
we
you
got
guys?
that.
Man, and people send me screenshots on Twitter too.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't see them. Send
They're
them
going
to me.
crazy.
Send them to me. What?
Crazy. So, Lo, what is
comments,
love?
right?
What is love?
What is love? Tell us, man.
How you feel? Like how you feel right now? How you feel right now?
I genuinely feel like another level of like happiness. Like
Fucking
Wow.
simp.
it's just
It's an unlocked happiness.
it's an unlockable.
He unlocked the achievement.
Yeah, it's like you're almost.
Like
It's almost like
getting platinum on the PS3.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you realize like, oh wow, this is what it means. Like this is what it like truly
It's like
means.
turning your G spot to an E spot.
It's almost like when you feel fulfilled, right? And you think you're fulfilled, and then you're like, whoa, I'm like, it's just like another level
So
to it. It's deeper.
you're very fulfilled. That's an interesting word to use. Fulfilled.
Yeah, that is actually a very. To be honest with you, no. In all seriousness, that's actually a really great way to describe it. That.
But how do you know though, bro? Like, how do you know you like? What's this? You're like, oh, I'm in it now. How do you know that?
Because you really start reevaluating life just vastly different.
How?
Like even what we were talking about like I said I can't do it in
Yeah.
like, stuff like that. Like
before I've been like, I probably would have just said, yeah, let's do it. Just give me the money and I'll just go over there.
Yeah.
I would not.
That sounds very bad. That could be a lot of things you're talking about. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's but basically yeah. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So like me constantly thinking about her in that realm is like part of it. But it just makes you feel fulfilled because it's like even when things may not go my way, I still feel happy and at peace. Like I was already never like an aggressively angry person. I've never been that person. But now, like, my whole mind state, it has been, like, even the lows are still higher than what the average is. This nigga's like, niggas is wild. So
really, at what point where you're like, damn, I think I'm in love?
So there's two moments. First, when I was,
you gotta listen to this.
Hey, we're singing, bro. We're giving background noise.
Nah, the first one was when I was like very ecstatic to like see her, like just normally. Like I was like, oh, I can't actually wait to go see her, type thing.
You never felt like that about somebody?
I've never felt that way about like even because this is my first time I've ever been in love.
Okay.
So when I was like ecstatic, like oh my god, like I'm like getting happy to see her and shit like that. And the second time was when I acknowledged when she wasn't around me and stuff like that.
$2 to help poor
even when I was even when I wasn't around her and stuff like that, I would do things that would like a week's worth. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yo, they're having a whole different conversation.
I was thinking myself, how is this nickel gonna say this little kid? How does this nickel?
This shit is cheap down there in Uganda. I might have to just visit, just see.
Nigga said a nickel would feed this boy for a week. And you recording him this hungry? Put the camera down and feed him. And they got the camera all in Buddy's face while he hungry. Like, to make me send the money.
Yeah,
hey, smile.
And they be telling you about to put Abdul loves to dance. And
they just got him looking
soccer. Yo, bro, that's crazy. No cap. Yo, they used to do 30-minute infomercials on children to make money, bro.
Oh yeah, they used to get you with the kids at the hospital.
Yo, I heard. Okay. Yo, on a sidetrack, we're going back.
Administrative costs.
On a sidetrack, I heard that like most charity or a lot of charities, they actually donate a very small of what portion what they get, and they because they're written off as a nonprofit, so they actually don't make profits, but they just pay people to like do nothing.
Yeah, and they have to spend all that money for it to make
but it can go straight to people's pockets. So basically, I can be quote unquote employed by this nonprofit charity and get paid $300,000 a year to literally do nothing.
Yeah,
it's like an inside job kind of thing. You know what I mean?
But also on the flip side, even with nonprofits, the people who work for nonprofits, they still have to be compensated for the things that they do, just in general. So like even so in general, even there's still going to be a good portion of the money that you donate. They're still going to have to go to just them servicing the
but
things.
But it could be anywhere from like 5 to like 80%, depending on how.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's in their interest to almost make it inefficient. Because if 10 people wanted to start a charity,
that's a very fair assessment. Because if the African kids got fed, then they would just stop making money.
No, bro, they're not gonna solve world hunger.
No, I just said the African. No, kids. but if I'm only trying to serve this village, the sooner I get all of them fed, the quicker.
You can find another village of hungry kids. Also, hunger's gonna come back, so it's not like
thinking about the big picture. They have to. They have to fund the jets to get there. The camera equipment.
That's what I'm saying.
And then they got come back.
That'd be crazy.
No. I swear that's how
every night at 6 a.m. between 3:30 a.m. and 6 a.m. They
do a live stream
all night on all platforms.
They do a live stream. Yeah.
I swear, if they had like Instagrams for these kids, they could make them so much more money than the 5 cents.
Yeah,
because these kids would.
I didn't know the pound keepers come with cameramans. When they find these dogs in these places and all the cameras come out.
How do they find the kids? Do they just knock on doors? Like
they're like, no, I genuinely feel like, and I don't think that means they're like bad people. I genuinely think they're like, this kid seems like he can raise a lot of money. I actually think that's probably how it is.
Probably.
They clickbaiting.
No, I'm so serious.
They have a PR to find the hungriest kid.
I'm so serious.
John.
Like that's probably how it is.
John, what the fuck?
Wait, man? You said they have someone to make it like, He's hungry.
Like if someone has all their teeth, they're gonna be like, nah,
he's not gonna sell too much. Yeah. They're gonna think he's an actor.
Actually, that might work.
Imagine they were actors.
What they are actors.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
I'm not about
Bro,
to.
brain glass. They filmed that here. Brain glass. Like my brain shattered. But but like what if they filmed this here with a green screen and just put actors there and they kept all the money? It was a huge scam.
That's a wild thing to say,
bro.
Yo, John.
Okay. I'll give you an example.
Bro,
I heard that like
fucked up.
That's terrible. Remember, right? The world is not as what you think it is.
Okay, yeah, I remember like in 2010 there was that massive earthquake in Haiti, right? I heard that like I don't know if it was Red Cross. Yeah, I heard that like only 1% of what they got actually went there.
That's a scam.
No, I'm so serious.
1% of 100%.
Athletes donate more than 1%, bro.
Yeah.
At least I get 2%.
And that's a dedicated charity.
Yo, putting a green screen of just footage of just a random village in the background,
and then you get
some actor is crazy, yo.
And then you put it out. And then you
is so
or you never go. The people that you have are actually you never go down there and actually do what you say you're doing, like giving them food out and all the other stuff. Like,
that would be jail time though. That's dead fraud.
Huh?
That's fraud.
But if they have lawyers that say they do send money there, but what they see you is not what they're showing you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody send the office. Okay, they raise the money and they send. Okay, we're gonna send just 20,000 of them from.
They're on like downtown Manhattan,
their hands corporate building.
Yeah.
Like say
I understand what you're saying. I don't think most of them are like that though. I think most of them.
No, he's just fucking around. But like, that being said though, it is kind of fucked up that we kind of live in this country all lavish, and then there's like people in other parts of the country that don't have basic supplies.
Think about if it was that cheap, all the celebrities that's helped, they wouldn't need that. If 5-6 could feed somebody for a week, some of these celebrities be donating a lot of money.
Yeah, what is going on?
It don't add up,
bro. Akon is one person and lit up entire communities with light. Think about that. Exactly. One guy did that.
But that's just government in general. Like we put money into the government, we realize like where are our taxes going, and they're not actually funding what the fuck.
Yeah,
you think they do it? They statistically do it at night because you're more willing to do it at night.
Do what? Do it exactly.
Because you're in your bed and you're laying.
Not necessarily.
Low key.
No, you're just at the house at night. If during the day, I'm not at the house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There was a study. There was a study I read about like.
But old people are at home.
There's a study I read that
followed. They may not have 5 cents.
They may not have more than that. The old people are the main people that buy stuff from the little TV shops. They don't have nothing to do.
But how old is old? Because usually like 40 years old, 50 years old. Like
I'm talking about
40.
I'm talking about retired people, right?
70-year-olds is buying infomercials.
No, he was
60 plus. No. Like 60 plus. How old are you though?
60 plus.
Like 60 plus.
I think so. No. 60 plus.
They don't do nothing. All they do is.
I will argue most people
watch soap operas.
Agree, but I think most people who donate are probably people who are between the ages of 20 to 50.
Really? I would think it'd be older people. I think when you're older, you're a lot more generous.
Yeah, but you may not have that much money when you're older though.
No, okay,
20 or 30, excuse me, 30 to 50.
Would you be? I have a question.
But you don't give money in person. You wouldn't. A kid, even if they did have money and want to help, most kids, if you see a cause like in person, you'll donate money like Salvation Army. You have some change in your pocket or a dollar. You put it in there or spin in the thing. But you're not gonna go through all the things to call, put your credit confirmation in. Most kids don't even do that. It's not like I don't want to help.
Maybe going through that process, sure. But the point I'm making is that just because there are older people who sit at home all day, that I wouldn't argue that would not accumulate to the same amount of donations that like 40 and 50-year-olds.
I'm not saying we don't. I'm just saying that probably they're the most people because I remember. I know some old people. That's all they do. They sit there and they have their credit card on the little wooden table by the couch.
That's wild.
They just sit and they watch the show and order stuff.
That's a sad life. You get to that point where your credit card just right next to you, so you can hurry up and donate because that's all you got to do all day.
Not donate, but they just buy stuff in those little TV shows.
Ads, yeah.
That's still sad.
Not the ads.
Yeah, Amazon. No, you talking about those
lady that be there and say, we have these crystals. So
like the HGTV.
Like it has no purpose, and it's just like.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking
Amazon should kill those. Amazon's killing those.
Yeah, he murked him. Shout out Amazon. Jeff Bezos.
Ripping him.
That's my guy.
Ripping him.
I just made a lot of socialists angry. So, how would you guys feel about lowering your quality of life if it meant that like poverty didn't exist anymore? Because I feel like a majority of people would not be willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because we already aren't willing to do it for like scientists are telling us like the Earth is going to be tragically worse as a result of how dumb we're being right now, and everyone is like, but like, my gaming PC has to run on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but people
we're not willing to sacrifice nothing.
The rebuttal to that is that they don't believe that that's true.
No, everyone believes in climate change.
No, everybody does not believe in climate change, AJ.
All right, bro. Everyone with sufficient brain cells believes in climate change.
I think. Okay, like at what point do you lower your quality of life?
Yeah, unfortunately in America.
No, it definitely is.
Unfortunately in America.
My English teacher was trying to convince us that climate change was fake, and I was like, okay.
That's why she's an English teacher.
Yeah,
but she shouldn't be a person in general that.
Okay, but like, look. So the reality is like people really live some difficult lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like just at a merit of being born in a beautiful country, you don't have to. And you'll go through your own struggles. It could be worse or it could be better. Like, but everyone goes through the struggles. It depends on how you take it.
Worser.
It could if you have like certain health issues.
He's getting mad at my grammar. But the point I'm trying to make is like, I thought about it and I was like, what would I be willing to sacrifice to random people I don't know like across the world, so just to balance out the scales? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't think not nobody, but I think a massive majority of people would not be willing to sacrifice nothing. Their quality of life, once they get to a standard, they want to lose that for anything.
That's where I was gonna go to, like.
Especially if you just
at what point are you lowering it to? Because if you want to lower it to the average of the world, then it's like, whoa. In America, if you want to live like the average person in the world and you're in America, you're automatically going to be like one of the poorest people, right?
The average? Wait, what?
The average person in the world is way poorer than an average person in America.
Without a doubt.
So if you wanted to lower it that much, then you would just have to lower it all the way.
Isn't that wild too? That niggas in America fight so hard not to go that low, and they're like, you really realize like you just step outside this country.
Yeah.
More than likely you'll run across people who make significantly less than you.
There's people who make like $1 a week.
Tough.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
$1 a week.
I think that's like a good conversation because it's like $1 a week. Once you have a certain quality of life, it hurts more to lose it than gaining it will be beneficial.
I think it matters what you value because like. So for example, like I don't value a lot of materialistic things, right? So like I don't care. Like, okay, for example, a billionaire like Bill Gates has donated. He's probably gonna donate like all of his money eventually, right? He's probably already donated like.
He's already said that.
Yeah. So like because he doesn't care. Like Warren Buffett lives in the same house for 60 years, right? Like they don't care, so they can get anything they want financially, and the rest are just gonna donate, right? And it's just based on what you value. But there's a lot of people that value like the private jets and all the.
No, but look, Warren Buffett's quality of life doesn't change much after he's like 5-10 million in the bank. Like it doesn't.
So that's what I'm saying though. Is like, what's your definition of quality of life? That's based on what you value. That just
means like anytime. So for example, my quality of life right now is really high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like it would be reduced if I only had one car. It's a little less convenient. It'd be reduced if we lost 2,000 square feet in this house. Like it'd be a little less convenient.
Yeah.
So it's just small things like that. But it's like people don't even want to make that sacrifice. It's like people just fight to increase their quality of life all the time. But it's like you could tell them like if you just took a sacrifice here, like people around the world would be better because of it, and people still want to do it.
I think the majority of people will do that. I think my examples are they do fight to increase the quality of their life because Warren Buffett is not fighting to increase the quality of his life. He just wants to he thinks it's fun to invest in stocks. Literally what he's doing.
Yeah, he just wants something to do.
But most people are obviously not even close to that point. So I do agree because you get to a point to where you spend just as much money as you make.
No, wait. Actually, don't I take that back? Warren Buffett, he may live a simple life, but he still doesn't do the average stuff. He don't wait in lines. He goes through lines. All the stuff that his money does get him.
But Warren Buffett doesn't live a simple life. He doesn't live a simple life.
That's what I'm saying. So you're saying because he lives in the same house and he may have the same car, but he still doesn't live a simple life. If you take away all his stuff he gets for being Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he don't spend money on stuff materialistically don't mean he still lives he lives modest.
But theoretically speaking, those lines wouldn't even exist anymore in this world that we're making because then there would be no scarcity of a lot of those things because they would be allocated appropriately amongst everyone.
Think about it for a moment. These the amount of restaurants and grocery stores that just dump food because they don't want to give it away.
Yeah, because it's just for profit. Because it's like, well, it doesn't make sense for us to keep this food, so might as well throw it away.
Dump it, and it's like, but then there's literally world crises that could be solved with the resources that we have.
Yeah, we have enough food to feed everybody.
Yes, and that is mind blowing to me. And I get what I'm saying, capitalism is, in my opinion, the best method of
Look at this nigga. Nigga turned into a Republican right before our eyes. That nigga went from a Democrat to a Republican right before our eyes.
Democrats is most definitely still capitalist, though.
Yeah. No, but what you say is you got to say. Go ahead and say it.
Because so when I was in high school, I don't want to say a Marxist, but like I really enjoyed reading that guy's manifesto.
Motherfucker's a communist, bro.
But then the more I looked into it, almost every attempt at executing on that shitty manifesto was done fucking horribly. And then when you think about all the capitalistic societies, some of them are overrun by greed, and you can see the inequity getting infinitely worse as time goes on. But others have seen incredible growth. And countries have made insane turnaround, and the quality of life for a lot of people around the world has been increasing dramatically as a result of capitalism. But that doesn't mean the inequality is not there. It just means that there needs to be policies in place to kind of check people. You can't just let people run without, you know what I'm saying? Texas power companies, there needs to be rules in place so that never happens. No rules in place means they feel comfortable gouging people for their money and when a snowstorm hits Texas because of their weak infrastructure. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think the advantage of capitalism is that it takes advantage of people's selfishness. Because you got to think, Warren Buffett, you could argue he's selfish, right? But he's going to do way more than an average person is.
100%.
So it's like, but Warren Buffett wouldn't have been able to have been Warren Buffett if like the U.S. was just like communist or something, right?
Yeah,
so it's like
100%.
So that's like the only way. Like humans are just selfish. So that's the only way to really.
Humans are selfish.
Like no one's like. They're always gonna make sure they're good first before you start donating tens of billions of dollars or whatever it is.
But I don't think that's a capitalist thing. I think it's just like a nature thing.
But I feel like
just makes sense.
I feel like, but that's why all the capitalist countries are the ones that like
for sure
are crazy in like the economy.
But I don't think that's something that is fundamental to Americans. I think that's just fundamental to us as humans.
Yeah.
I just think that's just what it is in the way that just it's instinctive, right?
Instinctive
to survive that way. Just to be concerned about who you are first, and then maybe the people you also are protecting in those regards before you are concerned with everyone else.
Yeah, it depends who you are.
And there's definitely a threshold of like you're taken care of, so why keep going after it? But I do believe, then you're talking about just the psyche of a lot of people, because I genuinely believe that even if the things didn't exist the way they existed, I think that there would be people who would still seek for more.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
But usually not always for themselves. It's usually just because that's what they like doing.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's just the psyche of who they are as human
100%.
beings. Yeah. I just think there's just people going to be like that regardless. And so in terms, I think that's where it works out for capitalists, because then that means that we would then value those things that they seek after. Because if we put value into random pebbles instead of diamonds, then they would never go out of their way to seek. They would never go out their way to fight for those diamonds that they're trying to achieve, right?
That might be a bad comparison.
Yeah, it matters.
But you know what I'm saying. But we're just putting value into things, and then the people who are greedy in many regards, they go after those things because the value has been placed within those things.
Yeah, like no Akon would not be able to do what he's doing if he didn't originally have, I guess you could argue, a selfish motive to be a very successful artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what's allowed him to build a freaking city.
And that's another thing too, like what is the end result? Because some people would make the argument that being that selfish artist, that selfish inventor, that selfish innovator inevitably led to something that was growth for all mankind and humanity. So in some regards, people would view that even though they were compensated to a point that would afford them luxury, it was all justifiable because of what they brought to the table for society. So even those regards, I don't know. It's a complicated conversation, but I wouldn't necessarily believe that those people are like horrible in a sense.
No, I don't think they're horrible at all. I don't think Akon cared about money after a certain point.
I heard it was largely funded by Chinese government.
Oh, really?
I heard that too.
Yeah.
Do you think Jeff Bezos and Yeah, you think, for example, you think Jeff Bezos is like a money hungry person, or he believes that there's
nobody.
I feel like you don't care. Like money hungry people wouldn't be. You can go, but like
money hungry people make 5 to 10 million, and they'll stop and cruise. Money hungry people cruise at a certain point.
Yeah, people
that have billions, they're not money hungry. They just love winning, and it's like a game to them. Jeff Bezos has so much money. The fuck is he gonna do with more money? It'd be like if you had 10 cars, like an 11th car, all right, but you're just doing it because it's something to win. Like it's so fun crushing other businesses. Bro, you just started Amazon restaurants. He wants to take on Uber Eats and Postmates. Uber Eats and Postmates did this together. They combined.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, but that's a competition for him to take on that new field. He's been dominating people in so many different fields. He just loves the act of actually winning, I think, personally.
But also, I just think that it's also, I think people have a bigger a bigger meaning in life. And so I'm trying to think of the nigga name right now as I look it up. What's the nigga with Tesla?
Elon?
Yeah. Like I don't think I agree. I don't think Elon is like a money hungry person. I just think he sees a problem, and I think he's trying to
if he was money hungry, he wouldn't have taken the $100 million he had after selling like X.com and put it into SpaceX. He would have just had the $100 million. Like, what are you going to do with?
But some people would argue that he just flipped that $100 million to try to make more money because that's how greedy he is.
No,
but I'm not agreeing with those people. The point I'm making is that some people, they just reach a level of like satisfaction in their life, but they feel like they can still do more for the world. And I think those people shouldn't be condemned, even though in what they achieve it still fits the capitalism mind state. What they're doing it is for completely different reasons.
Yeah, but it combines the like taking advantage of their quote unquote selfishness, because it could have been the same thing if they just wanted to make like, okay, I don't see why someone would actually want to be worth $100 billion worth, rather than 10 billion, because it actually doesn't make that much of a difference at all. Yeah, it's just a game. It's just a number. Like, you know what I mean? True. So if they really wanted to do that, then they could just do it the same way. It doesn't really matter what the reason is.
What's he taking?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm taking 100 billion. It doesn't matter. So you're gonna pick 10 just to?
John, me and him had this conversation the other day. If I won the lottery, I don't think I would be all that happy.
That's a good place to be though in your life. That's most people would. Because that would solve a lot of money problems.
For them, it would, but I don't.
I think you have money problems.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's which is fair. But I think two things is like you're saying. But if $100,000 fulfilled all your money problems, right? And then you can have $300,000. You would think that the $300,000 would just make your life significantly better, make it 3 times better. But the reality is that it actually doesn't. Sure, there's other things that you can purchase. But you as an individual being fulfilled, like as a person, it doesn't make it even better. Those problems that you're referring to could be solved with $100,000. And as someone who likes to achieve things on my own, I don't think someone giving me money is going to really do much for me. Like that doesn't satisfy me. Like sure, it's more money.
It means to do more than what you want to create. You know what I'm
saying? Understandable,
think of it as like any, because we're different
ideas on a larger platform.
Okay, yes,
that's fair, but I think the whole part of getting to that point is still part of that process of me growing on my own. I'm not saying I do everything on my own.
Think of $10 million and 100 million. What you picking?
Yeah, no. Okay,
he can literally be someone.
Think of every company ever. Someone gave them money. I mean, it's for equity, right? But it's like, I mean, they didn't care about the money. They're like, hey, I can start hiring more people. I can start purchasing more inventory. I can start manufacturing better. Like, it wasn't really about the money. So like, I think there's a lot of people where it would solve the money problems, but beyond, it would still make them more happy in the sense of like they could pursue their business or passion or whatever, to a larger scale.
For example, Jay-Z just sold, I think, his last bit of shares in Tidal.
Yeah,
did he really?
He sold it. So
it's not black owned anymore.
He sold it to
Jack Dorsey, I think.
He's a Square, right?
Yeah, he did sell it to Jack Dorsey.
He sold it to Jack Dorsey at Square. And then, but also he not only sold it though, he sold it for like nearly $300 million his last little bit. And then also he's a chairman on Square.com, right? So the what people believe the play is that they're trying to combine Tidal and Square and get away for artists to get directly paid from, like, instead of going through a middleman, the way, like, the whole purpose of Square is to try to get directly paid from the consumer and the people who produce the product.
Jay-Z knows how to cash out. Jay-Z he sold his little bit of the Nets too. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z been cashing out.
He probably should have held it for a little longer.
Yeah, he should have. He should have. It'd be a lot worth a lot more.
Right now. Right now, way more. but the point I'm making is that even in those regards for Jay-Z, people think that it's a money play, but it's like, it seems, if you can just put two to two together, it seems like it's way more than that. So that's my only regards in terms of like the capitalism mindset, that I think people don't really thoroughly understand the bigger picture when it comes to money, even when it terms. Huh?
I think it's both.
It's definitely both. There's definitely people out there.
He wants to create more stuff to make more money, but the money doesn't make. I don't think his main thing is. I know he want to help the artist, but I don't think if he'll take a pay cut to do something, you know what I'm saying, before he got to where he is now. He's making so much money, he'll take a pay cut because he don't even need the money anyway, but he's still getting paid. But I'm talking about as him coming up, I don't think he'll do the same thing. Like, he could take a pay cut because he really loves the craft. He's doing stuff as a businessman. Everything is business with Jay-Z. That's what he said to his friends.
I understand, but if that's the case, he could have sold the share for more money to someone else. He specifically, and actually the share itself is actually worth more. Right. He sold that at a cut to not only receive money, but more importantly, to be a chairman on a major company. That's what he did it for.
But I think in the bigger picture,
in order to make more money in the future.
No, because
you can make decisions that would better suit not only the title but also other artists. That's what.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, it actually doesn't matter what his motive is. You're not gonna get rich by doing something that makes people's lives like way worse. You're gonna have to make, like, if he wants that to be worth way more or whatever.
I don't know, bro.
What? There's some people.
I don't know. There's a lot of people in diamond mines right now.
Okay, no, that's true. Okay,
diamonds.
All that should be like illegal. Oh, okay. I'm talking about like.
I see what you're saying though.
Like, if he wanted to make more money, he would have to make the title and Square thing work, and as a result, probably make it easier for artists. For sure. So that's just an example.
It's propose easier to artists. Most stuff is not always better. It just looks better.
Tidal is already the highest paying app. But they really are having trouble with user acquisition. So they need to figure out that needs to be the solution.
Because I don't use Tidal. They pay on the most, but who's using it?
I don't give a fuck if it's high quality. My Spotify, my Amazon Music, my Apple Music, all of that shit's the same. Same quality.
And you get TV too. Spotify, you get Hulu.
Yes, you starting to get more.
Yeah,
you're starting to get more with those companies.
You get more with those companies.
Wow. But the overall point I'm making is that even in regards to trying to cash out and put what it may seem like build out your wealth, that's somebody else who I think the bigger goal for him is beyond capitalism. It may be a play, regardless if it's a right one or not, to try to grow something that he's always been trying to growing, which is just ownership or bridging the gap between the buyer and the seller.
But he doesn't have ownership no more though.
He still owns a small little bit. My bad, not 100%. He owns a little small little bit, and
he sold the majority of what he had left.
Yeah, majority of what he had left. Yep.
Dummy.
Hey, going back to this dude.
Oh yeah. So what does that mean? What do you mean?
Oh yeah, you didn't finish talking about.
I miss her.
Yeah, I miss her. What do you mean?
I miss her. You almost got away with it.
Yeah. What does it mean that you said
Peter brought you out?
Yeah.
You said I miss her. What does it mean to be in love? Where are you feeling right now? Talk to us, man.
I was just feeling a lot of emotions that night, man. That was all.
That night.
Talk to us, bro.
What night was this? The 14th or 15th?
This is because you posted on the 15th.
Yeah, I was just feeling real sensitive at the time. You know what I'm saying? I just really
about what though?
I was in my bag. I had some Drake playing. In the
about
background.
what?
You know what I'm saying? Just about,
what were you sensitive about?
About events. You know what I'm saying? Just events that was going on.
Why are you talking like that? You don't talk like that.
We'll eventually know. We'll eventually know what's going on.
Eventually,
we will eventually know what's going on
in my mind, and I was just like playing Drake.
But he never got his question answered. Is what does it feel like to be in love?
You didn't answer that question.
I was trying to, and y'all went on this whole.
We did.
Yeah.
I was trying to go back to it originally, but I was like, okay, I'm probably.
Yeah, we just started talking about fucking.
What's that?
You know what?
What?
You know what?
Hey, John's broken, so let's go.
Remember that kid from Episode Family, the little one?
No.
Yo, remember how this podcast started and like where we are now?
Yeah, it's tough.
So tell us, Lo.
I was trying to tell
you.
On
this joyous day, we're playback at 100K.
Man, that's tough. Like I said before, it's just a level of fulfillment that you probably aren't familiar with yet. Gratitude, grateful. You know, you kind of reflect on life and be like, man, like this is what it's all what it's all for. At least I feel like that because.
But no, sorry. Well, the question I was asking, the follow-up question was, how do you know when you're there though?
Oh yeah, that's what I was asking. So there's two things I said when I get ecstatic when I get to go see her. Like right now, y'all got me locked in this fucking room. I'm ready to run down there and see my baby. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing is when you actually as an individual receive pleasure from her being happy, and you go out of your way to make sure that she gets what she needs to get and stuff like that. Like if that makes sense. So like even when she's not around you and stuff like that, you're still like thinking like, okay, what does she need? And it's not like a burden. It's just something that you want to do out of the kindness out of your heart.
Interesting.
So have you gotten there yet?
So what was it like a snap or was it like a?
It was gradual. It was literally one moment because she can't drink apple juice, for example. So there was a moment where I was like, but can't she eat apples? What about applesauce? And I just kept going down like apple cider. Like I went down this whole list of things like apples.
But it wasn't just out of curiosity. It was like, oh wait, but I don't want to like.
Yeah, I don't want her to like I don't want to bring her applesauce, and she's like, I can't eat that. Now I'm upset because like now you're still not getting what you want because I fucked up and didn't think about the fact that you might not be able to eat apples and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So stuff like that.
Apple critters.
Apple critters.
I like it. Can she eat apple pie? I just thought about like a whole bunch of stuff that she might not be able to eat because she says
turnovers.
So she can. It's just apple juice. It's
Candy
something that's in apple juice. Yeah.
Green apples, red apples, yellow apples.
How about them apples?
Yeah.
No.
Apple a day.
But that's it though. Away. That's it, dog. Let's ride this. So I gotta go back downtown with my baby, and then I'm gonna go to Pete's house.
I've been getting freaky, man. Yeah.
We gotta talk about that thing say about a big amount of money and you won't say it.
Yeah, what's going on with y'all two, man?
Wait, what?
Late.
Y'all two boys, man.
I'm late.
I literally can't.
You going to Pete's house at midnight?
I literally can't see on the podcast. And y'all know I can't see on the podcast.
Night, huh? Don't it?
Yeah, it does.
Whoa, what?
Yo, yeah, it does.
It's at 12 o'clock. It's time to rock.
Got to go. Lo got the new car, man. He got to show him his new wheels.
Oh, man, he trying to put you in the passenger seat.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Let's wrap up the podcast. And I got to use the restroom. Let's wrap it up.
Hey, man, if y'all enjoyed the podcast, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Video is available on YouTube at Peer to Peer. Turn on the notifications, man. Make sure to go.
No, the gang.
Hey, yes, sir. Put the brass knuckles away, John. Put them away. Hey, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, thanks for showing love. Apple Podcasts, you would drop a 5-star, almost at 4K 5 stars. This is a big fuck you to Audio Mac. Everyone that works there, everyone that listens to that garbage ass platform, fuck y'all. And word of mouth, people, man. Y'all been showing love. Y'all been going OD. Get out the Pornhub comment section, you fucking weirdos.
Yeah, y'all, no cap. Yeah, y'all gotta chill out on the Pornhub comment section.
Y'all gotta get out of there, man.
And
let's watch that on the big screen right here. Look.
Chill.
Let me chill out. Yeah, I'm celibate. Hey, I'm gonna fuck with y'all though, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna catch y'all. Pete, thanks for joining us. Any last words, anyone?